In this date and time category, now I am discussing about various date methods. There will be 3 relative questions to this topic as well. We have already seen that the date object helps you to create the dates and also the time. We do not have a separate object for time. We use the date object only. For better understanding of time, we are going to have one more session. That will be the very next session. So the date object has various methods for date and time related operations. In this section, we will go through a few date related set and get methods. Let me first of all create const dt is equal to new date. Then I just say console.log and dt. So when we run this, you see that the date is displayed. Now there is a method called getFullYear. The getFullYear returns the 4-digit year. Similarly, let's also try console.log date.getMonth. This method returns the month of the given date. So now you see that it returns 7. The reason we have already discussed in previous section that the months are indexed from 0 to 11. Now let's also try one more method, dt.getDate. Now this returns the day of the month. The value generally you will see between 1 and 31. And the next method we are trying is console.log dt.getDay. So this method, as you can see, it returns day of the week. The way we have these get methods, we do also have get UTC methods. Say for example, get UTC year, get UTC month, and so on. So they return the UTC date and time values. Now let's also go through a few of the set methods which can be used to set the date values. The first method is setFullYear. The syntax of this method is like this. We have the date component, date.setFullYear. Now this method can have 3 parameters, the year, month and day, though month and day both are optional. So let me just type this code. I'll say let dt is equal to new date. I'll have a console log for the dt. Then I'm saying that dt.setFullYear. I'll simply say 2021. And again I will display the value, that is the date. Now let's run the code and see what happens. As you can see, now the date, the year is changed and now it is 2021. We do also have set month. The syntax of set month is like this, that we have date component, that is date dot set month, and then we have the month which is not optional, and here day is optional. So this helps you to set the month. Let's try to set the month in same coding after this console log. I'll say dt.setMonth and I will change the month. Again we will say console log dt. And now you see that the month is different. The way we have set month, we do also have set date. Here you can give a day and that will be the new day for this particular date. So let's do that. I'll say dt.setDate. In the brackets I'll give, let's say 12. And now we run the code. Now you see that every time setFullYear, set month and set day changes the date, and every time there are different values displayed. Another useful method is date.parse, which parses a string of date and returns milliseconds. This is how the syntax is, date.parse, and in the brackets you have the date string. You can also have another syntax where you can say new date, and in the brackets you can have the parse date. Let's try a small example with this as well. I'm going to say let dt is equal to date.parse 2020-07-24. Let's just say console log and you get the date value after the string has been parsed. So these are the few get and set methods. Now let's discuss relative questions of this topic. The first question is that get a character month. Now for any date, if you want to get a character month, this is how you can do it. Let's try the code. I'll declare a variable saying let dt is equal to new date. So that's the current date we are going to get in the dt variable. Then I'm going to say let array months is equal to, let's create the entire array. Now the next thing is the getMonth returns index number of the month, and fortunately it starts with 0 only, which actually is very much useful with array. So here now I'm going to say array months, the square bracket, and I'll say dt dot getMonth. Now the getMonth will return the current month. So in this case it will return the 7, that is the 7th element will be displayed. So we get the August as the output, as you can see it here. The second question is find the date before 50 days of given date. Now this question is that you need to know the date, what was the date before given number of days, right? That's again very simple. I'll declare one date variable. I'll say let dt is equal to new date. Then I'll say dt dot set date. I'm changing the date. Now what am I doing here is I'm changing the day, that is dt dot get date. Now what this will return, the get date will return the day. For example, it is the current day, and that we are deducting by the given number of days. Now this component can be variable, but at the moment I am fixing it because the question is of 50 days, right? So what will happen, the set date is from the current day, it is going to minus 50 days, right? So that will automatically give you the new date before 50 days. So this is how you can find the date before given number of days. The third question is what will be the output if you add 35 as number of days or maybe date in date constructor. For example, what if you write like this, let dt is equal to new date. I say 2020 August month, that is 07, and I just add 35. Now here you do not have 35 days in a month. Still it is going to go to the next month and it will add. So here you will have the output, that is you will have 4th September as the output. Let's try this. As you can see here, this actually happens because of the auto correction feature of date object. Even if you have leap year, let's say you have February month, right? Or whichever month you have, it does the validation automatically. It does the auto correction and it adds the number of days and gives you the valid date always.